Hi Aries, welcome to your unexpected reading for August 29th through September 28th. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, such as friends, family, work, money, job, travel, school, all that. All right, Aries. All right, Aries. What is unexpected? What's your unexpected? Aries. Ooh, the Lovers. Okay. Could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. Death. All right. Temperance. 3 out of 3. Major arcana here. King of Swords. I'll leave that there. 4 of Swords. High Priestess. 8 of Cups. All right. Just for posterity here. What are we dealing with? Okay. Alright. Alright, Aries. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 6. 7 out of 7. Okay, so this is pretty significant for you, Aries. What's this temperance about? So this could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Cancerian. All right, what's this temperance about? Laying low. What's this temperance about? Queen of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so what are these kings about here? Are you in between people? Are you dealing with decisions about who to make a commitment to? What's his 4 of Swords? So we got 4 of Swords and Temperance here. What's 4 of Swords about? Aries. Hangman. Whoa, you're needing to pull back here. What is going on? I mean, that's not a bad thing, but everything about this is about you withdrawing to give things space, get some perspective, restore balance and equilibrium in your life, concentrate on yourself. I feel like there's someone that wants partnership with you and you want partnership with someone else. I feel like that's what this is about, and that's why there needs to be this time, because you've got 2 situations going and one of them wants to be with you and you want to be with the other one. What's this High Priestess about for Aries? The Hermit. Wow. Could be Virgo. Alright. What's this 8 of Cups about? Okay. So whatever relationship you're in, it looks like you're going to decide to walk away from that and go on to your new interest. But I don't think it's going to be so much as you're leaving this one to go on that one. I think whatever you were involved in has kind of been done for a while. It's just the physical movement now out of that relationship, and you're going to be pursuing someone else or involved with someone else. But that's not the only thing you're going to involve yourself with. Whoever this person is that you're moving towards is not going to be the same impact, or you're going to take things much slower with that person, and it's not going to be the only thing you're going to be interested in. There's going to be other interests. It's almost like the Fool card could have showed up here, because there's going to be new this and new that and new this and new that, and it's not just one person. It could be a couple of people if you want, but it's also going to be new interests and new hobbies and reviving old friendships. And so it's almost like there's this renaissance for you. It's like you're just kind of finally closing out a chapter with someone so that you can move forward with someone else. But I think it's funny because I don't think there was that much involvement with someone else. I think there was a desire for it, but things were taking its course, running its course over here. And then there's that progression towards that person that you're interested in. But that's not the only thing you're interested in once you close out this cycle. It's like you're waking up. It's like there's this, like I said, this renaissance. All right, so we've got you pulling back for just to kind of balance things out, get some perspective, letting things take its course. They're all over the place here. We've got cards of withdrawal and taking time and just, I think what the unexpected thing or the shocker here is that instead of you ending with this one and going right into the next one, you're not. And I think you, I think that was normally something you would do, is just end with this one and start right away with something or someone else, and you're not. You've got more than one person, and you've got more than one thing you're going to be interested in. So I think the fact that you're really taking this laying low seriously and focusing on what you want, because you're going to want more than one person, and you're going to want more to do more than one thing and go over here and do this, and there might even be I don't know why it's not showing up here, but you might even move house. Oh, there's the 8 of Cups there. Okay, you might even, that could be you moving house, moving out. So this is, it's, I think what the surprise is that you've got, or the unexpected, I should say, I think this is you not going right into the next situation. You're kind of wanting to really take that time for yourself and keep the focus on you and what you want and where you want your life to be headed. And I think that's why your choices are so wide open and varied when you do close out this cycle with this person. And when you go towards the new person, it's not just one person. That's not going to be the sole focus. Like, I'm leaving this to go with the person. It's because, or it's not because of that. Things have changed, or they have been changing for quite some time. So you're transitioning out of this now. And instead of, like I said, instead of just securing another situation, you're actually going to be keeping your options open and focusing on yourself, which is great. This is Death card about. This is Death card for Aries. Here it is. Closing out the cycle here. Focusing on yourself moving forward. And not just on yourself, because it could be, you could do that in isolation. But this is focusing on yourself and then moving out into the world with that focus on yourself in mind. So there's a difference. Some people, when you focus on yourself, it's very easy because you stay home, right? You become a homebody, you don't do much, you know, the solitude, all that. But you're like, oh no, I'm still going to get back out there. But I'm going to have me first in mind. So that, you know, I'm not going to get myself into something that I don't want to, or someone's going to take advantage of this, or I'm in something just to be in something. It's with what you want in mind while you're still putting yourself out there, which is a very courageous balancing act, if I do say so myself. Usually, for people, it's one or the other. They go whole hog into something, and, you know, because they're so hungry for it, or they're so ready for it, but they forget to consider what they want or what they need, and then they get themselves into trouble again, or heartache again. That's for Aries. Unexpected. I was just gonna, all right, this is a Tower. That could be Scorpio. The thing is, I feel like when this has been closing out whatever this other person was, but I almost feel like you are considering staying just because out of loyalty. I feel like for some of you, you're going to want to stay in that situation just out of the partnership that worked. There wasn't a whole lot of there, but it was, I mean, there was the potential for stability. It might have used to have been that way at one time. There were the remnants of it, I should say, but like, it was familiar. And you almost second guess yourself. You almost think, you know, I guess I should. And then all of a sudden there's like this about face where you're like, no. Because I think it's about your intuition coming up and going, no. If not this, something better, something else, but not this anymore. And you're kind of done anyway, but it's almost like that one last ditch, like, wait a second, but no. And you decide against it. So look at all these having perspective and waiting cards, and withdrawing and turning in and giving things time and space and perspective. And the thing is, it's easy to do that when there's a breakup, but to do that with purpose, to do that with saying, okay, I'm going to be the one kind of sequestering myself to focus on me, not just because, well, there's nothing going on. I just got nothing going on in my life right now. No, it's like I'm doing this deliberately, and then I'm going to move forward and put myself back out in the world with the focus on myself. All that in a month. So there you go. This might not happen this month, but the ball has started rolling, and that's the shift that's taking place. That's the transformation. When you end with the other thing that you almost went back to, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to let it happen. This is me over here, but I'm going to start focusing on myself rather than just being a good partner or being that stable someone for someone else. I'm going to shift that focus to me and then put myself back out there. No small feat. What else for Aries? Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. What else for Aries? Achievement. Yes, we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. I think that another thing is that this is what's unexpected here is I don't think you're used to putting yourself first. I think it's all about being in a relationship, being a good partner, being the stable one. And for you to kind of separate from that and put yourself in that role, like I need to be stable for myself. I need to be a good person for myself. I need to take care of myself, focusing on yourself. I think that, here she comes. Okay. Good Lord. Mama. Oh, good Lord, she's really on a tear. I'm sorry, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Hold on a minute, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, what is going on? Gracious. She had a lot to say. Yep, okay. Thank you. Apologies. What I was saying was I think the focus being on yourself for that is quite an achievement. And I think you feel pretty empowered, and I think there's like this feeling of being bolstered, like, I can do this, I can do that. And I don't have to just look for the next relationship or the next partnership. I can do what I want to do. Maybe I want to get to know this person, and maybe I want to go do this, and then hang out with my friends. So it's like there's all this opening up as you move along because your shift in focus being on yourself. So you've got two people here, because this is a romantic read, right? You've got two people here. One of them you're closing out with, but the other one you're moving towards, and I think it's funny because I think that's all you see is just this person and this person when you start kind of dealing with this, but then perspective kicks in, time, balance, your gut kicks in. I mean, it's like, wait, no, stop. Wait a minute. And it doesn't have to be ending this so you can move towards that. You can end this because it's time and because, it's about you. It ran its course. Need some perspective, pull back, it's just time. But you don't have to end it to move towards the other person. And just because you ended it doesn't mean, okay, well now I'll start with this person. It can be a lot of persons, and it can be a lot of situations and work and travel and friends. So it's like your whole world kind of just opened up. And I think that's what's going to make you feel really empowered, is that you don't have to just go from one situation and be the person that everybody else wants you to be. It gets to be about you. And I don't feel like you're going to rush that. I don't feel like you're going to be in any kind of hurry to partner up with somebody exclusively. Because you do need some time for yourself and to heal and to kind of come to your own conclusions about closing this out. You don't need to all of a sudden erase all that just so you can be present for somebody else. It gets to be about you. Gets to be about you. And the choice here is pretty significant because it's you that finally decides to end it. It's on its last leg anyway, but you're the one that decides to walk away. And I think that's also pretty significant because I think just out of loyalty and being steadfast and whatnot, there's that last ditch inkling to, well, and then it's like, no, there's nothing for you there anymore. What else does Aries need to know? Oh, she brought 2 pairs down. How considerate. Yay, focusing on yourself. There it is. Page of Cups. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. And we got Page of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps there's some kind of dispute going on. Well, we got the Tower, so that's why you're like, all right, that's it. Really withdrawing. There's no negotiating with somebody who probably is pretty volatile. We got the King of Swords and the Tower here. So instead of it, your knee-jerk reaction might be to try and save it or manage or salvage, whatever, just because, it's just easier. But no, this is a shift because you decide no more. You're listening to your gut and you're taking baby steps. Taking baby steps to do what you want, to shift your focus and attention to yourself, what you want. Not running out from the frying pan into the fire. You're not doing that anymore. It gets to be about you. And all these interests with the focus on yourself and learning and growing and doing this and going here, it's like you're coming out of a deep sleep and everything opens up for you again. It's not going to happen just in September. This is going to be about a 6-month process. It's like until March, you're going to be kind of transitioning and moving around and going here and then backing up and going here and then going. So it's like this transition, or it's been going for a while, but it's now is the moving phase. Now is like the movement phase where you're going to start to kind of, if I may, come alive. We've got death here, and I'm like, yeah, you're going to come alive now. No, but this is that whole ending leading to transformation. Okay, all right. I could go on and on, around and around. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Aries. Good for you. And I don't feel like I need to tell you, just take it. So I don't need to tell you that. I feel like you've already realized that you're just like, I'm going to keep the focus on myself and what I want. And I'm going to learn new things and learn about people and date people and do everything. Good place to be. Okay, thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.